I'm Nathan Moradas. I'm going to talk about trying things and the kind of results you get when you try things. So being here is a really good example of me trying things. And yeah, I perhaps should have tried to prepare something, but here we are. What really I have found recently in my life has been quite an interesting change because of trying things is also the reason I'm in Belgium is making a difference to what I've traditionally been doing, which is working around in London and different agencies, and got a bit fed up with that and worked in a place called Reading, which was a big corporate office building. I don't know how many of you are from IBM here, but yeah, so similar stuff. I'm sure some people love that kind of thing. For me, it was a bit grinding after a while, and I thought we would try something different. The wife agreed. It's important if you're thinking about changing countries that you get that kind of consensus. And ultimately, through trying and a bit of luck, an opportunity came to work here. And it's important because there is a theme of trying here. That it's the idea that you first want to be open to opportunity, that you're willing to try something different, that you can enable that thing to actually happen. I ended up in a very, very interesting company. I was talking to Stefan earlier about that company. Essentially, how many of you have eaten French fries? Belgian fries? Anyway, so about 80% of at least the European markets, French fries, are sorted by the machines that are built by the company I now am. And it's not just French fries, it's lots and lots and lots of things. So even carrots, peas, vegetables, crisps, recycling products, rocks, lots and lots of stuff. So they specialize in sorting things, and it's something I had never ever thought about. I didn't look at a packet of vegetables in the freezer section and think, I wonder how these were sorted, how did they get rid of the bad bits? You just look at them and go, oh, that's cool, take those, In any case, that's what they're doing, and a bit of background on the company, an interesting story. Once they had practically lost a bid on to a competitor, they kind of suggested that why don't we try sorting your rubbish from the competitor. So the competitor's done a sort, they kind of won the bid. How about we take the rubble, this was sorting through for diamonds basically, and we'll just run through and see if we find anything. Maybe we can pick up some diamonds that that the competitor missed. They ran it through, this is the rubbish from the competitor, essentially the waste. They found the world's second biggest diamond. So they won the contract. They're very interesting company, huge machines. I mean, easily could fill this room, I suppose. And there's lots of them, and they've acquired lots of different companies. It's fun work, and it's very different to websites and kind of just back-end software and APIs and stuff like that. It's really, really something when you can see the results of what you're doing with physical, mechanical movements happening, a bit like the Lego thing. That's very cool. But yeah, I mean, today we just managed to blast some air out when you press a button on a UI that we've been building for the last couple of months. It's impressive. The key thing though, with the theme of trying, is that when I came in, there was a kind of the phrase analysis paralysis was very apt for the situation we were in, and people had finally been given the opportunity to try to steer the ship. So essentially, they had been saying for a long time that if they were given the opportunity, they could do a really, really fantastic job of this new version of the machine. If only they could try whatever. And they were given budget, they were given staff, they were given allocation. Basically, go ahead, try it, and they froze. Literally, there were months of sitting down, reading documentation, researching, trying to make sure that with this fantastic opportunity they've been given, they will make the best of it. Ironically, trying so hard that nothing was being done. Hence the looking for a slightly wider audience, and hence the opportunity I found myself in, of maybe there's contractors, maybe there's consultants that can help push this along. The magic came, and this is obviously a 5-minute talk, so I won't go into too much of the detail, but when a culture change was enabled, when people started to feel it's okay to fail, when it's okay to try something and fail, that's when we found we were able to build momentum. People were willing to say, you know what, instead of sitting here for a day, a week, a month, reading stuff, let's just try an approach, and at the very least, have something to critique at the end of it. And it changed the game. And after about 3 months of being there, today we finally got, like I said earlier, the ability to press a button on the UI and test all the valves in one of these very large machines. And it's a product of trying. So that's my talk.
Nice.